Oh man, oh man, oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the very first episode of the Zonin Out podcast. This is fucking tight. This is a surreal moment. Look at him. Look at Dome shaking his head, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you know we giddy and excited. This is tight. Many of you don't know this, but we've been planning on doing this for a very long time. It's about damn time we actually got in the fucking recording room and started doing this shit. Dome is tired. I'm
No, I'm
awake,
not.
but we're doing it
No,
anyway.
I'm not. Yeah, so
lying
this
for the listeners at home, bro.
I am not. I'm actually flying for the listeners at home. I'm actually floating. I'm literally levitating. But
He's levitating right now.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm tired
but
because I've been
oh
waiting for
boy,
this motherfucker to wake up for the past 5-6 hours. I've been watching. I even had time to watch a whole
No.
fucking soccer game for his ass to wake up, okay?
Okay, you
Like,
didn't tell
damn.
me that. You didn't tell me that. You just said that you made noodles in the time that it took me to wake up, and I was like, oh,
I
that's not that
told you I
bad.
was watching
Apparently,
the
it was like
Sidemen
2
charity
hours.
match.
Oh, I didn't know that was football. My bad. I don't know. But yeah, so I forgot to set my alarm last night for the podcast, which is funny because I was just talking about how excited I was for this. And then I didn't wake up on time.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have my camera. And then I thought I was going to go through the shower. And then,
some
et cetera, et cetera.
some shenanigans.
Dome has been waiting
Whoa,
hours just to hop on the fucking call.
whoa. Some shenanigans. I almost said the N-word. Some shenanigans happened.
Okay.
And it is almost
should've
1
just said
a.m.
it,
for
bro.
me, so of course, please understand why I must be tired. But I'll do my best for this episode. Of course, I'm not mentally disabled, so like I wouldn't be doing. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get cancelled.
Hey guys, it's me, Dome.
But yeah, I'm
Regardless,
Dome.
let's
By the way,
leave
let's
that out of the
introduce
footage,
ourselves,
though.
just in case for the people at home who don't
There
know
we
us.
go.
Right?
All right, go ahead,
I'm
bro.
Dome,
Go ahead.
also
Who
known
are
as
you?
Kondo,
Who
also
are you? We
known
don't know
as
you.
Michael, right? Also known as Condominium, Narun Khan, all them
Yeah.
names, okay? I'm also known as fucking Circular Building, cause my name is Dome. And yeah,
That's right.
I like ice cream, the flavor vanilla ice cream. Let's move on to
Bro,
lunch.
it's the most basic bitch on the planet.
This is the most dead introduction ever.
I like vanilla ice cream. Whatever. My name is, I go by ET. That's my main name. I also go by Mike Boatyard. Shout out to the group chat for giving me inspiration for
Let's
that one, Mike
go.
Beauregard. Real shit. I go by Butt Munch on basically all my socials. I've been that for years. I used to Twitch stream, and I'm dead now.
We both
No one
used
knows
to.
me. I'm a dead
We both
creator.
used to.
I was about to say we're both dead
Yeah,
creators,
both
but like we're doing a podcast
washed.
now, so woo, right? But yeah, I'm ET, and I got my co-host Dome with me over here. Look at him. Look at the
let's
bull
go.
cut. Look at the cut.
Oh, shut
Bro's
up.
looking Asian as fuck today.
I am Asian as fuck.
Bro's looking like a purebred
Konnichiwa.
Asian dog.
Sawadee Ni hao. That's all the
Sawadee khap.
fucking Asian languages I know. How to say hi.
You're leaving out like the hundreds of languages, and they're all like screaming at you in the comment section. Like, you left out fucking what has it?
I'm sorry, other
That's gonna be
Asian
the fucking-
languages. I only know the main three, which is Korea, Japanese, and fucking China, okay? That's like the
Oh
three
my
main
God. Yeah, they ain't
countries
gonna
that
like that one.
Americans know, okay? Like, if you ask some American, except
Oh
you,
yeah, us
except you,
Americans
except
on
you.
the podcast.
You're
yeah.
good at geography. Except you. If you ask
Yeah, I like
average
geography.
the average American person on the street, like, yo, what are the Asian countries? They're like, oh, China,
Have you seen
China,
the ones on
Japan,
YouTube?
and Korea.
Have you seen the fucking YouTube videos where it's like some guy from Europe like going to Americans and being like, name 3 countries outside of the United States, and then they're like, Paris? It's really cool that I
What
happen
the
to be
fuck?
American and I have to live with these fucking morons.
Bro,
I have to live
unlike
in
the
a
other
country where I have to,
Americans,
just because of
Munch
me
is
being
actually
American.
smart. Okay? He actually knows his shit.
Yeah, I can name 3 countries, unfortunately. You know, and I'm not fat either.
Yeah.
So.
Munch, name 3 Asian countries
I don't eat
that
McDonald's.
start with the letter B.
Bulgaria.
Fucking Cambodia.
Wait, you said B in Asia? I could actually probably do that. Bangladesh,
Yes,
that's
yeah,
one.
yeah. Oh, Binglapo.
Oh, fuck. Bapan.
Japan, Korea.
What the hell starts with
Bro,
a
I
B?
have no wait. Okay, Bangladesh.
I'm pretty sure it's just Bangladesh,
Fucking
dude.
Bosnia, kill yourself. Um,
Bosnia is in Europe, you fucking moron.
I know, it was a joke. Inside joke, by the way. None of you
No, are
except
you kidding?
except the
Bosnia doesn't
luggage.
exist for the boys.
For the boys, inside joke.
Listen, Bosnia is not real for the boys. Inside
If
joke.
you guys can name any other countries starting with B in Asia, let us know in the comment section.
The
down
Americans in
below.
the comments are like, actually, I can list every country in the world, and I'm American too. Therefore, I'm better than everyone.
Actually, in the comments.
Actually, shut your dumb ass up. This is the Zonin Out
but
podcast.
in
bro.
short,
Get used to
Americans
it.
are stupid. Okay, not all of them, but
Yes,
most of them. Okay,
I love my
the NA
nationality.
education is, honestly, like. But yes,
Yeah. Then you
we're
just
just
love
goofing
Americans.
around. We're just goofing around, and yeah, that's our intro. Oh yeah, I don't have anything else for my introduction. I'm just fucking brain dead, honestly.
Yeah, bro's looking a little,
Shut up.
but you know, it's okay. Also, let me just point out, it's the very first episode. We're probably not even 10 minutes in, and we're already talking about some fucking political shit with America and being fat and being stupid.
Look, man, that's just how it is with these type of
Can we just say
podcasts.
that there's
You know?
gonna be a whole population of people that
Oh
just
my
don't
God.
like us already.
Yeah,
Like a whole
starting
370
off,
million people that just don't want to
starting off the podcast, great. Okay, I mean, yo guys,
Starting
we
off the
play
podcast making fun of the
lacrosse.
most
Okay, we
powerful
play
country in the
lacrosse.
world.
Oh yeah,
Like,
speaking of lacrosse.
Shut the fuck up about lacrosse the world, bro.
Speaking of lacrosse, okay, so we're coming up with a
Just
name.
go into
right?
it. Just go into it.
We're coming up with a name for the podcast, right? Okay, there's nothing else to start off a podcast, right? We did our introductions, blah blah blah. Okay, now, we were Jesus Christ, we were coming.
Oh my God, coming on, mama.
I'm about to come in my mouth. We were coming up with like names for the podcast, and we got Zonin Our podcast, which clicked. Okay, which clicked, and we chose
Yeah,
it,
that shit went
okay?
crazy.
But beforehand, we were on a call, goofing around. We were like, why not? Let's keep thinking of some names. We were thinking of names for like what, 3 weeks? It was a while, or like 2. It was like the span of us trying to create a podcast.
I mean, if we want to go in on that, we could say like why we really wanted to start the podcast in the first place, you know? Like me and Dome, for all of you that know, because you're little cuties, we were in a podcast called The Side Maids, and that was with us two and then 3 other people. Still love those people to death. Like still great family, but like we made 2 episodes in the span of a year and a half,
dog.
and it just wasn't gonna happen.
Everyone was busy. Everyone
It was not
doing
gonna work.
shit. One person
No one was
working,
able to do it. Everyone was
and
like,
4 other people were
Yeah.
actually free, and the other person was like busy, and we couldn't do anything with that. And then we just decided,
I don't want to hear
Bro,
not having. I don't want to hear having a
fuck
job,
them.
bro. I don't want to hear about it.
let's just start a podcast together. I'm sorry.
That's what we said. We still love you guys. We still love you, but me and Dome just have been like hanging out in calls for a while, and like about a few weeks ago, we were
for a
like,
while.
you know, the Side Maids was really cool, but we should start our own podcast just because we've wanted to do this for a very
like,
long
why not?
time.
Ever
So-
since we met, like
Yeah.
I'd say a month after we met, we were like, yo, it would be really fun to start a podcast together. And
Yeah.
that's where Side Maids came from.
Yeah.
But you
The
just
Side Maids,
decided
everyone
to
definitely wanted to
invite
do it,
people.
but yeah, the Side Maids definitely, like, everyone was down for it, but there just wasn't the same energy and the same
Yeah.
motivation and ideas for the whole like team, all the way around, you know. And
Yeah,
me and Dome,
yeah.
we've known each other for a while now, and we've always wanted to do this, so it's a lot easier. And because just me and him talking in calls, we'll
Yeah,
just
and
talk
when
about some random shit and then
when
just
we
make fun of each other.
started
It's like that's a whole podcast
Sidemates,
episode.
yeah, when we started Sidemates, I barely knew the other people in the call. Of course, I know them pretty
Yeah,
well.
that's
I
fair.
know them like
I was about
friends
to say
now.
they're tight.
Yeah, they're tight. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna make
We
a joke
love
about
our
they
friends,
have
don't we?
tight
Don't we just
pussies.
love them to bits?
Yeah. Yeah, the Sidemates. I mean, we could always plan another episode for the Sidemates just to goof around.
That's true. We could always do it again.
Just to goof around. But I
That's
don't
fair.
think
But me and
when we
Dome, we got our little
started.
side
Yeah,
project.
we got our side quest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they really saw. Well, of course, there's no hope in seeing the long term of a project like the
Yeah.
Sidemate. Of course, it was just a little thing. We're just goofing around. I mean, expectations can't be really that high for some small creators
Yeah.
making shit with random people.
Macon.
But it was mostly just busy people. I mean, they're like, I'm down.
It was
but they were
just
just busy.
yeah. It was just like 3 of us saying, "Oh, this is a good idea," and then getting 2 more people that were just kind of like, "Oh, it's okay," and then like it kind
Yeah.
of just crumbled apart
They're like, I guess I'll make time
in
for
itself.
it.
So it was like it was fun when it happened, but like it's kind of like we need just something more manageable and something more realistic, and that's really what the Zonin Out podcast is. And it's just 2 motherfuckers
Yeah,
being
right.
real on a video call.
Last week was fucking dog shit.
That's really
March.
all it is. Just
We
so
are
let's
not-
talk about this, okay? So let's
wait,
bring this
before
up.
we get to
So
that, before
we
we
Sure.
get to that, we created the
Alright.
podcast because we were like, why not? Let's do it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's meaningful. To people,
Yeah.
maybe they want to listen while doing their homework or something, doing work at school, on the toilet, whatever fits.
Preferably on
your
the
thing.
toilet.
Yeah. Preferably while you're taking a massive dookie.
Preferably when you're taking a shit,
Yeah.
this podcast gonna hit.
But I
Just so
mean,
you know.
we're not
Put that speaker on
expecting
max volume.
like fame. We don't really want that, do we? We just want to just.
Well, I mean, we are kind of superstars, though.
We are. We did far
Sorry.
away chase.
I'm sorry, we are kind of the best. But like,
Shut
listen,
up.
we're humble about it. Okay, we're humble. It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sound. That was fucking okay.
Whatever. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we're
it's
just goofing
it's
around.
just 2 guys fucking around.
Two guys
2
having fun.
friends. 2 friends chilling in a
And
voice
posting
chat.
it because it's the internet. I mean, it's very vast and like, just do your own shit. No one will care. I
Real.
mean, no one
Yeah.
cares anyway. Just do what you want. I mean, since everyone is doing a podcast nowadays, why don't we just hop on the train and just join?
Hop on the trend train.
And if we got some funny clips, you know,
That's the thing. We've wanted to do this for years. It's not like we're just like, oh, it's popping off. Let's fucking do a podcast.
Yeah,
we wanted to do this for a
ever
very
since-
long time.
yeah, ever since last year in like March. In March was when the Sidemates was created, and we were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
we should create a podcast," and just the 2 of us. But then
Yeah.
some other people wanted to join in, then more people, and then boom, Sidemates. But Sidemates was a good project. Just saying that.
I was gonna say it was really fun while it lasted. It just wasn't gonna fit.
Yeah, but this has been a
Which-
great journey so far. A month of the Zonin Out podcast, I'd say. It's been a month already, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say we've been planning this for like maybe like a month and a half now because we would just be in calls together, like fucking around with the idea, kind of tossing it back and forth. And the main thing we were trying to get was that we didn't want to start it without having an eye-grabbing name, like
Yeah.
a catchy name.
Yeah, yeah.
So for
and
like about
yeah.
3 weeks of the month and a half, we were just trying to think of a name.
none of
because
the names we
That's
thought of.
obviously it's
clicked.
important.
Bro, I thought of
No.
Across the World podcast, and Munch really hated it.
Ac-
I thought it was okay. though.
He's you thought it was good. You were like, dude, what if we called it the Across the World podcast?
Since
And I was
we're
like, that
across
is
the
so
world.
dog shit. That is so terrible. Because he's in Thailand
I
and I'm in
thought of
America.
the
Get it?
colonization podcast. Like, I mean, cause America likes to colonize countries. Like, bro, I thought of some
Britain is
banger
so much
names,
worse.
but Munch didn't like it, so I was like, sure.
No, they were all really bad. And then we brought up Lacrosse the World. We already brought that up earlier, though.
So then, once upon a time,
Lacrosse the World was one of them.
once upon a time on a Saturday, I think, we were going through
Maybe.
random word generated websites to find our name.
Oh
right?
my god, we're bringing it up.
And that shit was funny.
Oh my god.
So
it was fucking hilarious. We
basically-
didn't know what to name the podcast.
Yeah, we had no idea. So we're like, why don't we just let a fucking AI or like a random RNG generator just do it for us? So basically, we went on a website and it just gave us like, oh, how about okay, put in a noun or put in like something you relate or like what's the podcast related to, something like that. Like they describe what your podcast is, and they just give us random names. Munch, take it away.
So yeah, we found this podcast name generating website because we were so lost and like, okay, we should get inspiration somewhere, regardless of if it's good or not. And we decided just to fuck around. We were just chilling in like a voice chat, just chilling, and we were like, oh, what if we put in a bunch of fucking stupid words? So we put in like men, penises, minorities,
No.
like Asia, America.
We put in cancelable
obesity,
stuff. Okay,
like-
we put in really
yeah, basically
offensive
things
stuff.
that would not allow us to be
Yeah,
alive
yeah, exactly.
here. And one of the names it generated really clicked with us. It really clicked. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You know us as the Zonin Out podcast, but little do you know, in a different like alternate universe, we could have been called the Fat
The
Minorities
fat minority.
Podcast.
The
That was the
fat,
name it generated for us. And
the
we were like,
fat
"We're not doing that
minorities
shit.
club,
We're
dog.
not calling-
there was.
we were not gonna be called that.
Pretty sure there was like 2 dudes, 1 shower or something. 2 guys,
2 dudes,
shower.
1 shower was. I like that one a lot because I thought it would be funny with like shower thoughts and shit.
Yeah, it
But-
was quite funny.
It's a little too satire, I think.
I got some great
It's a-
clips from
I
that.
don't know.
Really fun. It's really funny, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we-
gonna have to include that in the clips channel. At
we
some point.
really went on the website for this shit. We couldn't use our brains, but
I mean, this is important to
A
us.
few
so we were
days
like, okay, the
later-
name's gotta
a
stick.
few days later, I brung it up. I brought it up, not brung. I brought it up. and was
Brung it
like-
up.
I brought it up. I was like, we really should create a name. So I was like, we were bouncing back and forth of names. I'm pretty sure Munch said fucking pedophilia club, but I'm sure like that
I'm
that
sure
won't run.
That's some weird shit. Yeah.
That won't run. So I was like, okay, so it's deep. You get deep, right? And I just
Yeah.
thought of random words in my mouth. I was at school, by the way. I was like chilling in class while thinking. So I was like, okay, I'm in class. What do you usually do? Zone. Oh, zoning now. Oh, that's a nice name. So I just suggested it. I was like, how about the Zonin Out podcast? And he was like, yo, that shit is sick. Fire emoji.
Yeah,
fucking
so
gun
I heard that and
emoji.
I was like, okay.
We get in,
Alright, so that shit goes
we get in deep,
crazy.
we get in shit deep and crazy shitted beats. I don't know.
Yeah, dick deep in your ass, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But then we chose Zoning Out
Gay sex.
podcast, and now it's the Zoning Out podcast. So we're like,
Here we are.
time to
Here we
fucking
are.
work. Yeah. And I grinded my ass off. I was at school in my free
I was
time
about to
at
say, you
school.
went straight to work. Like,
I went straight. No, literally.
right when you, right when
Literally,
you found out the name.
yeah, literally when I found out the name, I pulled out the fucking pen. I saw like sketching, okay, on my phone. And look,
I
where-
just
look
like
where-
wake up like in the morning and just see like Dome sending me like 30 like attachment images of like, oh my god, I have the logo, I have like this is the update I did, this is like the online art, this is the digitalized version. I was like, holy shit, this is actually coming together. Like we came up with the name and he was off to the races, bro.
Just to go, okay, going off topic for a bit. I'm the type of
Sure.
person who gets random bursts of energy of like or motivation and just start doing it. And that
Yeah.
is listed in my MBTI. I, when I took the test, it listed you are a type of person who gets random bursts of motivation or like excitement or like stuff like that. And that is true, because the moment I find out something that really excites me, I get to it. I focus on that one thing, and it doesn't last the longest. It's kind of like a short phase, but sometimes it's
Yeah.
just like that. And it really makes me feel productive, and it's quite productive when you actually see it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that shit is cool. How I just fucking pulled that out of my ass. I mean, you see our profile picture, you see our banner. That shit is fucking Lord.
It's tight.
It's really tight.
It's
It's
a
really
cool
cool.
idea. And we didn't pay anybody to do that. That is just Dome like fucking
That's
around
just
on
me
like
drawing in
whatever like
class,
art
dog.
site he uses. Yeah.
I use a sketchbook
That's just him
app.
in his free time.
I use a sketchbook app to draw those, and also my PC sometimes. And I drew that shit in class too. In my free time, during the breaks, during lunch, during fucking classes, during the boring classes.
Bro has
Like
no
I
friends in
was
school. God damn.
I was cooking my ass off, dog.
Bro sits alone at the lunch table
My
doing his
yeah,
fucking art, bro.
my ass my ass was fucking burnt off. I was like cooking my ass off, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
where
mean,
we are
because of it, we have a
now
cool ass logo.
with designs and logos like our banner or our PFP, and that shit bangs. But moving on to
It
the
does go
present,
crazy.
right? You had a story, right? Tell him.
It's been like 10 minutes since we even brought up what the hell I was gonna talk about. I think I know what it was. So this is the second time we are recording the first episode
Oh
for this
yeah.
podcast. So last weekend we tried to record the very first episode and it
That
just
shit went
didn't go the way
ass.
we wanted it to. So it was really bad. Number one, I was really sad. And I was just not there. The entire time
Really?
I was just in my chair like
He had a bad week, okay? He had a bad week.
I had a bad week. It was not fun. And I was just kind of out of it. One could say I was zoning out during the podcast.
That was really loud. I'm
Yeah, that's so
sorry. I'm
funny.
sorry to your listeners at home. That was really loud.
Yeah. For the listeners at home, a bear just attacked Dome and ate his head off.
For listeners at home, Munch is actually being
But
abducted by ET. Yeah, continue.
get it 'cause it's my name. Anyways.
Bro.
But yeah, I was just sad and I was just not there. I was sleepy. I almost fell asleep during the podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Dome was carrying the whole thing. Meanwhile, he
I
was
was
like
talking
tired
so
and shit.
much.
And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently there was like an hour and then 45 minutes of footage, and he went through it after we were done. I was like, I'm not posting that shit. That's not gonna be our podcast. And apparently, halfway through or something, he like ripped ass
I fucking
on the
shit it.
video, and he was like, I'm
Bro,
not including
while I
that.
was talking, but I don't really know if it was. It sounded like it, but I think, because I was just talking. I was talking normally, and there was a
Yeah.
noise in the background. I think I hit my leg on the table or something, or like hit it just sometime, and your face went. It was so funny. Your face just went, oh shit.
My facial expressions, I will say, are kind of
Yeah. Yeah. But that was just a random moment. That was a random moment. But yeah, we recorded
yeah.
last week.
But
We recorded the first episode last week, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and it was ass. I fidgeted with the fucking volume knob.
it was
like
so
this.
bad.
I won't do it ever again.
Oh yeah, he was like playing with his microphone and it made this
Like
loud
this, like
ass
this.
clicking sound.
You guys can hear it on the podcast, but I can't hear it. So it was
Yeah,
that sound.
it's really loud.
I
and
won't do it
annoying, and
this
he was doing that the
episode
whole time.
because that
basically.
is so fucking irritating. I hated it. I was like listening. I was like, ain't nobody want to listen to this dog shit. Just us talk. Just one person dead, one person talking, but also random noise in the background, and it was horrible. It wasn't the best first episode. Let's just say.
Yeah, we recorded that, and then afterwards we were like, yeah, so we're gonna redo that. The entire
Yeah.
time I was like asking what time it was. I was like, yeah, we should do.
I thought
a
it
retake of
was
this.
good.
Because since this podcast
Right.
is like so important to us, you know.
I thought it was good when we ended, and then I listened back to it. I was like, oh hell no, because I didn't notice that the
No,
knob
it
was
was so
actually
ass.
making noise while spinning. And I have like fucking ADHD, so I have to. I was spinning that shit like crazy. And Munch was dead. He was like asking halfway through, like,
I was
what's
like,
the time? He was that was actually him during the first episode. But I was
like,
trying to like stay awake because it was night for me, like the same as now, but not as late.
yeah,
I was just trying to talk. I was just trying to keep it going because I knew Munch wasn't in the best of moods when his mom came in.
yeah.
After his mom came in, he was like, bruh.
Oh yeah, my fucking mom walked in on me in the background too. So not only was I sad, quiet, and sleepy during last episode, but also my mom just fucking walked in on me and was like, just hey guys.
Hey guys.
So
It was a nice cameo though.
yeah, I love
would
my
say.
mom,
It
but
was a nice cameo. She
yeah,
made
I was
you
about to say my mom's kind
pancakes
of
and stuff.
famous on the Butt Munch
Yeah,
Twitch
yeah.
channel.
She is.
Yeah, she made me pancakes. Which is awesome, but unfortunately, it did not brighten up my mood. So,
Bro,
but anyways, because the podcast is like so important to us, we were like, we are doing a retake, and we were gonna have a good first episode. So
yeah,
here we are, guys.
we almost missed
No.
the recording today because Munch decided to wake up late.
Yeah, because I decided to wake up late because I slept in, forgot to set my alarm, and forgot my camera at my mom's house, and I had to go ask my dad for his camera, and it happens to be a 1080p, 60 frames per second camera, and then all this shit
you had
happened,
to
and I
say
ate
the
a
whole thing.
Pop-Tart.
You're like, oh yeah, I've got
I don't know. What's going
I've got a
on?
4K camera. It's
Oh
actually
yeah, and
120
then I
FPS.
contracted herpes, and then I
Okay.
fucking drowned, and then I took a piss, and yeah.
He took a piss for 20
Yeah.
minutes straight and got a side quest from his dad too.
First of all, I took a piss, and then my dad gave me a side quest to fucking clean my sheets in my pillowcase because they're kind of disgusting.
Mhm.
So I did that, and we made it. We're doing the podcast, and
Yeah.
it's better than ever, and we are just so happy.
I was like,
We're
ain't
so
no way
giddy
I'm
and gay
gonna
right now.
wait another week to record this motherfucking first episode. Okay. we need to get on
Yeah,
this shit.
I'm pretty sure we both care enough to do it today. It's just the fact that I was like, I don't want to record myself with a fucking laptop camera that is so awful and like grainy and terrible, and like the view is just centered on my face. So I'll just be like, hey guys, welcome to the Zonin Out podcast. It's like, no. So I managed to get my dad's camera, and I didn't know it was this good. So that's perfect. I'm probably going to steal it from him and not give it back because it's really good.
Yep.
And has a light on it. Look,
Lovely.
orange
Oh,
light,
oh my
not so
God.
orange light,
Not,
light off.
Not so orange.
But I
light.
like the light on for this one. Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, but we're
oh.
doing the podcast anyway.
Yeah, we made it. We actually
Oh.
made it to the recording, and it seems much better now. I'm not fidgeting with the knob. Munch is not dead.
You're not
I mean-
fidgeting with your knob.
La di 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 la di di di.
La, da, di, 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 la. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm not depressed. I don't want to kill myself. So
I am
that's
dead,
a plus.
but since I'm a content creator, I can't be. Like, I have to be lively. Cause I can do that.
I mean, I feel like the way the podcast is going right now, it's kind of like this is 10 times better than the last episode.
On
Holy
God.
shit. We learned our lesson for the last episode. We're doing great.
If you
this
make
episode.
mistakes, you gotta learn.
This is
from
already
them.
a 10 times better.
Learn from your mistakes, Sun Tzu.
You're gonna learn from your mistakes, boy. You're gonna learn that lesson.
Mr.
I'll hit you with my
Farmer.
wooden spoon.
Yeah, that's what my
Okay.
uncle tells
I'm
me
sorry I'm
before I go to
American.
bed.
Get back to the rice field, you
Alright.
fucking piece of shit.
Fucking cracker.
Oh!
Oh, I got you
We got
there.
the slurs.
I really got
Sorry,
you
I'm
there.
not gonna say it because I don't want to get canceled.
Well, I'm Asian.
but-
It's fine. I give you the pass.
Yeah. There's a certain slur for Asian people that starts with a C and ends with a K, and it's really funny.
It's
and
cock.
when I'm off the podcast, I like to call Dome it a lot.
But yeah.
But-
Anyway.
That's why we started the podcast.
Moving
Like that's
on.
basically all the backstory you need. You found out that I took a long piss.
Yeah.
You found out that Dome is sleepy. You found
I
out,
found out
all
you got
important things that you
dementia.
definitely need to know because we just
Yeah.
matter so much to you guys.
Yep.
To our 5 subscribers right now.
To our
Thank you
5
so much for tuning
subscribers.
in.
To our 5 subscribers who were interested on my Instagram story and his too, are like, yo, let's listen to this motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure no one cared about my Instagram story at all. But
bro, if people actually cared on your Instagram story, we'd have like fucking 10 subscribers.
I might post it on my Mike Boatyard account because that has like 130 followers or something.
Oh yeah, because you posted
And
on
a
your
lot more
account,
people. So I did. Well, my public account, but it doesn't have as many
public
people.
account, yeah.
So
I still think your public account.
Yeah, that's.
Account. I want to.
Yeah, I kind of
I
swapped.
do want to make my main account private. But
Yeah.
like it's also it also most of my followers are my friends, right? And my old friends. So
Yeah.
it does make sense. But then again, I posted too much on it to fucking give a shit. So like if they get swatted, I don't fucking care, do I? That's such a shit.
Nice.
No, I'm joking, but like
it's cause I don't give a fuck. It's not my fault. It's not my business.
I don't know. It's cause I find it. I don't know. I find it fucking
He does not know.
I don't know.
He doesn't. I'm a scat man.
And I follow too many people.
The
How
reason
many
that
people do you follow?
Do I follow? Hold up. Gotta check.
Okay, how about
Instagram
let's check.
On my other account, I'm pretty sure. On
your main account.
Private account, I have 262. On my main account, so that is Industrial Laban, I follow 239 people.
I follow 400.
Most of them are like bands or celebrities. Okay, so that's not my ass.
Bro.
I also like did a thing. What's it called when you like just unfollow a bunch of people?
Yeah.
You like clean your like following.
It's
I did that a while ago
because when you get girlfriends, you gotta follow a lot of women. Okay.
First of all, I did that when I even met her, so it's like not even like starting dating. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna delete all this shit.
Yeah.
But
I still follow like
segue
women.
topic. Yeah. Attaboy. Yo, show off your wallpaper real quick. Show off your wallpaper real quick on your phone.
This is my wallpaper.
So you're gonna leave me hanging?
Yeah, 1 sec.
We did this before the podcast, and I thought it was kind of.
So
funny.
it's Aki and what's the name again? Himeno from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, Himeno.
Yeah.
Mrs. Puke herself.
I like this background because it's very cute.
It's cute.
Yeah.
Kawaii.
Also, this is my what's it called? My fucking.
That's the one I was talking about.
That's my main. That's the like the fucking cover one. I like my women. Yeah. I like my women because I say "Giat." I'm sorry. Yes.
That was really loud.
I probably woke my parents up, dog. Bro, it's 1 a.m. I probably woke my parents up.
We should be like the 13-year-old kids. We should be like the 13-year-old kids on TikTok that are like Roblox level 3 Gat Ohio.
Oh, bro, that shit.
Have you seen those?
Bro, I hate those memes, bro. I hate those memes with a passion, bro.
Level 3
I
Gat.
hate it. I hate it.
Roblox.
It's like a fucking. It's like what are those? It's a pet peeve. It's a pet peeve.
A pet peeve? I'd say more than that's a red flag. It is. Bro, it is a sin.
I hate it.
They have to repent after they do all that shit.
Kai Cenat, Roblox, funny GIF, Among Us, imposter, fucking. Man. Shut up.
We're not gonna get into that this episode. We are not getting into that.
I'd rather have the Salam alaikum salam.
Oh no. That one's pretty bad.
Those sounds
fucking Lyle crocodile. La 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 la.
No, I don't like that one. I like the ones.
I mean, they're all bad.
I find it funny when it like they slow it down and then it comes up like fuck you. Those sounds are actually quite funny when it's like
builds up.
When it's like out of context, right? It's
Yeah.
always out of context. It's like hood ironies. It's like, what the fuck am I watching?
I was about to say you really fucked with the hood irony for a while.
I like hood irony. It's funny sometimes, but if it's overdone, if it's subtle, like, oh yeah, it's funny, then it is funny. But if it's overdone,
Yeah.
like they're trying to make it funny, then of course it's not funny. Like,
Yeah.
I like my memes, just don't overdo them. Okay, like just like the fucking
Valid.
the Among Us imposter, whatever those are. Like they're trying to get a laugh out of people by saying random shit like Nick A30.
It's just middle school humor. It's just middle school humor.
What I'm saying
TikTok
is
is
bro,
brainwashing these children to have
it's
the most
Gen
awful.
Alpha. It's Gen Alpha. The Gen Alpha humor is starting to come in. Is actually starting to come in. And I bet those people
I don't
who
want to
made
live in
those
a
memes,
world where I have to be old and have to live with the younger generation.
I bet,
understand why old
bro.
people hate us because I'm going to be the same way when I'm an old
Yeah.
person.
I bet the kids doing fucking AI memes are Gen Alpha. Cause Gen Alpha, when was Gen? I think Gen Alpha are like 11, 12 now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Actually, okay.
That is crazy.
Keep going. Let me search it up. For the listeners at home, let me
Yeah.
fact check
I
this.
mean, we've just gone on the topic of memes right now at this point.
Bro,
But for me, the memes that like go really hard is like something random happening, like really slow, and then just a clip of like someone screaming or like that one rat like screaming or burping. I really like that one. The fucking when there's like a rat taking like a bite.
that,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
I like
personally,
that one. It's really stupid. It's really dumb, but
I
I think it's
personally
funny.
don't find that hilarious, but in some context, yeah, it's quite funny. But like I see it.
For me, it's like
I
the
see
shit
it.
that just does not make sense. Like the
When
less it
it's
makes
when it
sense,
yeah
the
yeah
funnier it
when
is.
it's like out of nowhere, it's like unexpected memes. I like unexpected memes. Yeah, Gen Alpha was people born. Oh my god, already teenagers. 2010 and 2025. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
They're already teenagers. Well, some of them. Bro, people who are in
People
Gen Z,
born
the
in
best.
2010 are freshmen this year. Freshmen.
That's crazy.
Wait, never mind. They're eighth graders. They're eighth graders.
Okay,
2009 kids are freshmen. But either way, oh, the freshmen this year are so awful.
Bro, we're gonna turn 18
Oh
soon.
god, I'm in an American high school. I'm in an American high school, and I'm a senior right now. This is my last year in high school, and I've had to deal with some shit. The sophomores we have are terrible. So we got to the point where it's like my grade group, like my group is the last good one. Ever since we came, people have just been fucking it up constantly. Like we're seniors right now, and the juniors, they're okay. They're really just okay. And then the sophomores, hell no. They will vandalize the bathrooms, take off the like doors for the toilets,
What
and
the
like
fuck?
take out the urinals. They will remove the projectors from classrooms and like put them in the like the ceiling tiles. And they also like start fights during like passing periods. It's like this is the point that high school has gotten to. It's just them doing whatever they want.
Okay, how
It's
old?
like
How old
anarchy.
are
It's awful.
sophomores?
Sophomores like 14, 15.
Okay, makes sense. But I still don't
No, it does.
understand
It absolutely makes sense.
why they do that. Bro, okay, this is the difference between American and Asian schools, right? Okay, American sophomores,
Yeah, go into it. Go into it.
American sophomores, fucking vandalize. Okay, Thai sophomores, or as called, wait, if they're 14, 15, my class, literally my class.
Oh God, that's
I'm
right.
I'm
You moved back in
I'm in a
grade.
sophomore. I'm in a sophomore class. Okay, there's one person in my class that's the same year as me, same born year as me. So we're chilling. We sit next to each other. We chilling. We're like bros.
I can't believe I started a podcast with a fucking sophomore. You
Shut
filthy,
up! I'm not a
disgusting
fucking
human being.
sophomore. Okay, I'm not a fucking sophomore. You fucking. Okay, I'm not. Gonna say that.
I know. You moved back in grade. Yeah, it's okay.
Shut
It's
up.
okay. You're intolerant. It's alright.
But yeah,
Continue your story. Continue your story.
my class. The only bad thing my class done is lock the doors of the classroom. That's all. What the
That's
comparison?
like the memes where it's like the comparison's really
That's
awful. But then
crazy.
again, we're also talking about America,
Okay,
which
okay.
kind of makes sense
Sophomore,
when you think about it.
American sophomores take off doors. Asian sophomores lock the doors. That's crazy. That's
I
that
was gonna say that's like the
is
meme where it's like the most like
unbelievable.
violent Canadian
Yeah,
protest, and it's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
dude like knocking over a trash can and then running away.
The
That's
mo
like that's like
the
that's
average
like Thailand
the average
sophomores.
American fucking knocking over doors and like taking off urinals.
Yeah. Another
Okay,
thing is
this
that there's like shooting threats like every other week in America.
makes sense.
Are you getting a little idea of where I'm from now?
yeah,
Just to make sure.
yeah, I've been knowing.
Yeah,
But it,
you've
it, it
been
just
known.
shows the discipline between both Asian and American schools. Because Asian schools have a lot, and I mean a lot of discipline. If you don't
Yeah,
do your homework, they'll fucking hit you with a stick. Okay, that's the discipline
that's
thing.
awesome.
But in
We should we
America,
should
in
bring that there.
America, that's called child abuse. Okay, you guys don't have discipline over there. What's your discipline? Fucking detention.
Our discipline is if you don't do homework on time, you get a late penalty, which means you get points taken off of the assignment, which is like half credit. And then if it's like past like a week or something, then you just have a 0.
Do you guys do detention still?
Yeah, we do detention, but for you to get detention, you have to be like a fucking, I don't know.
Fucking like rebellion,
I was
rebellious.
about to say if you get to detention, that means you're probably like in a fight or something, or
Oh
like you
damn.
screamed the N-word in the halls. Or something. No, I was about to say I don't think schools care about racism anymore.
They're just like,
So
okay,
I'm pretty sure you can be
LGBTQ
racist. And it's like,
racism.
oh, that's okay.
Just go ahead. Just do whatever you want at this point. Fucking, if you identify as a female and go into the females in the women's bathroom, then just go for it. I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, we love high school. I don't know. This is the
yeah.
second time we're bringing up America being fucking. Just America being
Yeah.
America. This is the second
it's
time on the
because
podcast.
America's so huge.
You're gonna hear this a lot, guys. You're gonna hear this a
You're
lot.
gonna hear this a lot, okay? But it's true.
Yeah,
America's a shithole. Well,
yeah, I want
yeah,
to.
it is. It is.
It's fun.
I mean,
It's good to being born here gives you a lot of opportunity, and I will admit that because people that are born here do have a lot
yeah.
that they can do with their lives, like rather than being born anywhere else. So being born an American is a very, very cool thing. But living in America,
privilege.
absolutely not. I am getting the fuck
You,
out of
you guys
here. I
have
wanna go
privilege being
elsewhere.
born in
Yeah.
America. Like
And
you
I'm
said.
white too, so and I'm a male.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you,
we're not
you
gonna,
do
we're not gonna
have a
bring this
lot
up.
of opportunities because if you see like most people, let's say in the influencer scene are American. Let's say Mr.
Yeah,
Beast.
there's a
or
lot.
like-
There's a lot of
or
privilege.
like Mr. Beast, or like Mr. Beast, maybe even Mr.
Mr.
Beast.
Beast.
Yeah. Most people are American, and I know like a lot of kids who would be like, oh, I want to be YouTubers, or like, oh, I want to be that's most kids nowadays, this generation, or like, I want to be influencer, YouTuber, streamer. That's what like everyone's dream is, but
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I want to live as an American and stuff like that. I want to go to America. It seems nice. But I mean, it's just if you're born with something, it just gives you an instantly an advantage at the
Yeah.
game. So
Maybe we should sidetrack just a little bit.
Sidetrack?
a
Yeah, sure.
skosh, You know, just a little bit.
yeah, go ahead.
But funny topics. But speaking of school and Thailand, you've had a story recently that's been brewing up. You knew somebody that was an exchange
Oh
student
yeah,
at your
yeah. That
school?
was a Japanese.
Yeah, bring it
person.
up. Bring
Why
it up.
did I say that? Japanese. That was a Japanese
Japanese.
person. Won't disclose her name. Okay, for privacy reasons.
Yeah, because we're famous.
just
Because our podcast is gonna get thousands of
just
views.
in case. Okay, you never know.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if there's some people listening to this podcast, you will know of her. Yeah, just a little topic to talk about. But yes, there was an exchange student. It's not really exchange student in technicality, but I just call it that because it's kind of like it, and I don't know any other words for it. But she was just
Sure.
coming. Okay, so I started school here, in Thailand,
Yeah.
and when I went on my first day, she was there already. So she stayed longer. I think she stayed a week prior, and yeah, she came from Japan. Let's call her. Give me a basic Japanese name. Ami. Let's call her Ami, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. Let's call her Futaba. Okay.
It really does not matter what the fuck you call her, bro. This is a story. You could call her girl for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So okay. Uh. Kylie Jenner was actually at the shopping mall.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Um.
Mia Khalifa was there.
Mia Khalifa. Okay, so she was there, and I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, it was my first day. I was like, oh shit. I've heard of a Japanese student coming here. I was like, I didn't know at first, but I did see someone who was out of our uniform, like standing in the line of the class. I was like, maybe someone wore a different uniform today, or like didn't have their uniform. So I didn't think much of it. And I was like going to class, and then I heard there was a Japanese student in our class. I was like, that's cool. Maybe I can use some of the Japanese knowledge I've gained from my years of passively learning Japanese from like.
Gambare gambare senpai.
Shut the fuck
Yo,
up.
I'm
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. I swear to God, I would literally jump off the fucking school building if I ever said that to an actual Japanese native person. Like, if I swear to God,
I'm
if
making fun of the people on TikTok that are like, oh yeah, this is what it's like to speak real Japanese, you posers. It's like baka baka.
Yeah.
Yo,
You ain't ever catching
you.
me saying Yo, I'm to a native Japanese speaker. That is crazy.
I love TikTok so much, bro.
Like,
anyways,
talking like fucking Deku. But yeah. I was
hey,
like, I decided
I heard
to...
you were a transfer student.
I
think you're really cute.
Stop. You're gonna fucking... I'm gonna get a rope.
Continue your story, dog. Continue the story.
I was like, oh, why not? I'll use some of the Japanese vocabulary I learned from like Japanese media. Not saying anime. I'm not gonna use like phrases like "oh, you sassy baka" or something, but it's just phrases that are familiar that I learned from like, oh, maybe I searched a YouTube video or like use Duolingo or something. But I had some some Japanese knowledge that I could use and maybe even learn from her. And yeah, it went well. The first few days I didn't know her, and then I got to know her later on. I think the second or third day, sitting outside class, just chilling for the ceremony to like finish the morning ceremony. And I struck up conversation. I was like, oh, ohayo gozaimasu. You know, that means good morning. I was like, ohayo o genki desu ka?
Yeah, being all formal and cute, you know, introducing yourself.
It's like, I was like, oh, you're from Japan, right? Blah, blah, blah. Normal conversation, just to get to know.
Nihonjin desu ka?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did say that, but it's quite obvious. Nihonjin desu ka? And then it's like, blah, blah, blah. Normal conversation, just to get to know each other. And yeah, it was quite cool, quite fun. Making a native Japanese friend from Japan. Okay. Not like I just said native. But yeah, she's chill. She's quite chill. We did exchange instas a few days later, and you know we got to talk
Cute.
and like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. What's the homework? I don't know what the fuck we talked about.
Sure.
Talking about like activities or like
Homework
phrases.
desu ka?
Oh yeah, we talked about our music taste and stuff, and yeah, that was pretty chill. Gave both of us some recommendations. Gave her recommendations. She gave me recommendations. That shit was sway, and got to know her. I just started asking her questions. Well, I tried to sum her up. I don't. That is not a word. I tried to
Yeah.
like come up with words that I knew to make up a sentence in Japanese. I was like, when I asked her for Instagram, I was like, Instagram arimasu ka? Which is like, do you have Instagram? I asked her that, and yes, blah blah blah. We exchanged. That was cool, right? I didn't know I had so much Japanese vocabulary in my head.
You already know, bro, was using that translate shit.
I only used it a few times. I was like fucking
I
native.
mean, at least you're honest. At least you're
Oh.
honest, bro.
I only used it for when I asked her about like, what was it? I think music. Because I didn't know the word for music. So I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, I knew like, wakarimasu ka? Or arimasu ka? Or desu ka? Those question words. Those question fillers. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was quite fun for a few days. Of course, she was leaving in like 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, why not? Why not practice my Japanese with an actual speaker of Japanese?
Yeah, I
And,
feel like
yeah,
that's
it
the
was fun.
best possible thing you could have just to practice your
To
language.
learn,
Like just
yeah, to learn a language,
you happen to
gotta
have
speak it.
someone that spoke it like natively. That's perfect.
Yeah, to learn a language, you gotta speak it. So like, I used this opportunity to practice my Japanese to the fullest.
Yeah.
Well, not really fullest, but just to like get familiar with some words. Like when it was raining, I was like, oh, ame, rain. I was just like rain,
Ame.
ame, and I used words like skadeta because we were like practicing for sports day, and it was quite tiring. So I said skadeta.
What the hell is skareta?
Skadeta is like I'm tired. Ah,
Oh.
skadeta. You know? No, you don't.
Mhm.
You just asked. um. Yeah, and she like gave me words to say. She taught me how to say
Okay, that's
something.
cute.
She taught me how to say something in her dialect. So she's from what was it? It's a popular tourist attraction spot.
The whole country is.
What's the two main tourist spots? Oh, Kyoto. She's from Kyoto.
Kyoto. Yeah, it's Tokyo and Kyoto.
Yeah, she's from Kyoto, right? And she taught me. I think she's from Kyoto. She taught me the. Oh wait, what's there should be another place that's really popular with
Edo?
tourists.
Like Edo is.
Oh, no,
I'm
maybe
thinking
it is
prehistoric
Kyoto.
Japan. I'm good. You keep going. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do this.
I think she's from Kyoto.
I'm getting
I
into
think.
history class about this shit. Nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
And she taught me a phrase she taught me a phrase from Kyoto. Well, not a phrase. From her dialect that she uses.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I think it was why. Right.
Okay.
Why it was like what was it? Nandayone. I think something like that. It was like why, okay, but in her dialect, and she thought when I said it, she giggled a bit. It was quite funny. It was quite like what the hell, not the what the hell. It was like oh okay, chill. And there was some moments, cute moments, but like yeah. And then she came for the last event that we were preparing for. It was fun.
Yeah.
She met a lot of great people, and yeah, she after the last day she was here, she messaged me like, oh, you've been a great person hanging out with and stuff. And I was like, yeah, blah blah blah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for something like that, bro. I'm like running out of vocabulary.
Thank you for being kawaii anime girl. Is what you said to her.
I
Look
would
at your
fucking
face.
kill myself.
Damn. Okay, you did not like that.
I wouldn't. I
Yo,
would never say
Wimo.
that shit. Well, yeah, she was flying the next week, so yeah, she had to go, of course. I mean, but
In our
she was a great presence. She was a great presence.
Fly high. Fly high.
She was a great presence for my days in the upper grade before I got fucking moved down to the lower grade. So yeah, that was a great experience. I also got to know the the other foreign person in the upper class, the other class.
Yeah.
And now we're great friends. We hang out. Of course, my mind will always be in the upper class, but physically, I am in the lower
Yeah, your
class.
school was like, nah, Dome, you're fucking stupid. We gotta move you down, bro.
Ah, right. It is a bummer, but I'll just go through with it. At this point, it's just a thing. It's just a thing to live with. It's just go to school. Once you finish, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, personally, if that was me in American high school, I'd be pissed off if I got moved down a grade. I'm retaking one class, and I happen to be with my grade below me for this one class, and I already hate it
Bro,
just because I'm retaking it. It's like this is the only class I even get to see my like underclassmen, and I just fucking hate it. So
I deep down I really hate that I'm put down a grade. I really hate it. It's like a grudge.
yeah,
I'm holding a
yeah,
grudge against it, but like when I just don't care anymore.
sure,
I'm just going through with it. Just wake up in the morning, cause like time flies, like
yeah.
really fast. It was just Monday. Like I was just talking about waking up on Monday and being like, I really don't want to go to school. It's like the first day of the week and you feel like shit because you got like 2 hours of
Mondays
sleep.
are always the
Yeah,
worst
yeah.
day, especially when you wake up. Your bed feels so cozy, and you're like,
Yeah, you're like,
fuck.
it was just a weekend. And it's
Yeah,
gonna happen again.
no valid.
And then it's gonna be the weekend again. And then, boom. All of a sudden, you're 25, growing, like, having 2 children. I'm joking.
Where the fuck did bro just go with that?
No, but I'm just saying that, yeah, you feel like shit waking up, of course, for school days.
Yeah,
But what I tell myself to go to school, of course, sometimes your motivation is a girl, and I have that, but put that aside. I look at myself in the
sure.
mirror in the morning, and I'm like, okay, so remember the last week? How fast did that go by? Okay, this week will go as fast as the last week went. So, just if you just go to school, do whatever needs to be done, go back home, repeat, and like the day will pass anyway. No matter how much time, the time will fly, and like the day will go anyway. So the day will pass.
Yeah.
Like it will be the next day
That's
before you know
that's
it.
a really good topic, is like saying why you get up in the morning and like what keeps you going. Because for everyone it's going to be different. Like obviously for you, you just constantly feel tired and you don't have really anything about yourself that kind of gets you up, but you'll have someone else or maybe like an experience or like a dream.
Yeah.
And like, that can be very special for people depending on your experience and what gets you up. Me personally, absolutely, I have a person keeping me up and wanting me to go to school. And then there's also the fact that like, every day when you go to school, even though it feels like shit, you're progressing as a person and you're growing, despite how difficult it might be, how boring, how lame, how early it is, how sleepy you are, your homework, whatever it is. Like, no matter how you look at it, you're still progressing in humanity and you're still becoming the person you are soon to be. So,
I mean, if you miss out on school, you might be missing out on opportunities.
another thing, yeah, society kind of made it like, oh, if you don't go to school, you're kind of fucking gonna work at McDonald's. But then
Yeah.
again,
Then again,
you choose what's
Mark
important to your life. If
Zuckerberg.
you are happy with like a little job and a little house, then absolutely do what you want to do.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs fucking dropped out. So like.
Steve Jobs is like in his like garage making Apple and shit,
Yeah.
and then me and you are in our rooms making Zonin out. We're gonna be millionaires.
That's on God. Yeah, stay in school, kids. Okay, stay in school. If you guys want to be a
Sure.
YouTuber, still stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
I tried, and my attendance was shit when I was back in Malta. And all I did was focus on my mental health, which only made it worse. Which then I
Yeah.
couldn't go to school, and school only made it worse. So I just stayed home
Yeah.
for most of it. And the main reason is because I
Hence,
was
you were moved down a grade in Thailand.
not really, because usually when people move out to other countries and move back, and since it's the new rule, it has to always be like that. When you
Yeah.
move out, when you move to another country, they won't like track your grades. So when you move back, they'll only see you as moving up one grade instead of
Yeah.
2, which is weird. I mean, if I had like good records
I
coming
mean,
from Malta, they
systems
might
are
have
in
moved.
place for a reason, obviously.
Yeah,
have
since
their
they are
reasons.
both the whole completely different systems, like European systems and Asian systems, they're completely different. So like I understand why,
Yeah, absolutely.
but
Yeah, you're
I
moving a whole continent.
mean, I wouldn't mind. I would make an agreement with the head teacher or the head principal, and be like, okay, put me down a grade. I don't care, but can you at least let me hang out with them like during certain activities that the school organizes? Cause like that doesn't affect me academically, does it?
Yeah.
You know, like
I mean,
there's like things like, okay, I have English camp, right? It's like a camp where you go out for a night in like a resort or something with like in like English stuff, doing English stuff.
yeah.
And you get sorted in your rooms. You can get picked like you can pick who to sleep with amongst your friends. But I think
Oh, I fucking
it's only like grade. It doesn't matter. It's only like
I know.
grade. I think it's grade only. So I'm in grade 10 right now, which is a lower grade, and I think I'd only be put in with other grade 10 people. I wish they were able to let me hang out and be in the same room with my grade 11 friends, cause I'm like the most
Yeah,
closest to
I'd
them.
say that's like the shittiest part is that you can't see your
Yeah,
friends you've known like your whole life.
I can't see my friends like daily in the class hanging out,
Yeah, no, that's
cause
kind of shit.
the thing that's like really hurts is that they let me hang out with them for 2 weeks, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but we have to move you down a grade." When I
Yeah, it's lame.
like emotionally like attach myself to like the experiences I had in the upper classroom, because in my mind I was like, oh shit, there's nothing wrong yet, so I'll just enjoy this. It seems like I'll be put in this grade forever, and like
Yeah.
have fun. But then news came and they're like, I'm sorry, dude, I have to put you down a grade because like the rules said so, and like blah blah blah. And I was really upset that day. I was like,
They sent
damn.
you like a handwritten letter. It's like, Dear Dome, we fucking hate your guts and we moving you down a level,
They
bitch. Kill yourself.
they had the audacity to
Yeah.
not notify me straight away, but instead
Yeah, that's kind of lame.
letting me hang out with my friends, my like actual close friends, for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then be like, nah, I'm separating you. But you can still hang out during lunch though. Fuck you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was.
No, don't kick me out. Don't kick me out. Don't kick me out.
I don't think your fucking Thai school is gonna know you have a podcast, dude.
Hell no.
For the audio listeners at home, Dome is being like pulled away by his feet by his Thai school that found out he was on the podcast talking shit.
But yeah, that's the rant I had about it. I mean, I don't think it's bad, but like it really affects me mentally. But I'm glad to at least have something to look forward to going to school. Even
Yeah.
though there's certain matters that can't really, work out. I won't disclose what that is just in case I've got some school friends listening.
Sure.
Okay. But yes, there is a person that I find attractive, and like that boosts me. Okay, that boosts my morning. Not my morning. It boosts me throughout school. It just gets me gets me able to get through school. I mean, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking duck? I'm gonna eat you.
Bro, you were saying there's a girl you like, and I was like, what?
It's normal. It's normal. I mean,
Dude, having a crush is a good thing.
yeah,
We all love
it's
those.
really good for your mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except when they're like, nah. Except when you confess to them and they're like, nah, dog.
Well, it's better than just not trying.
It's better than not trying, but if you know they have a significant other, it's not really trying. You're just waiting. You're just waiting.
No, that is
That's crazy.
well. First of all, if we want to go into that is a deep conversation.
I
That is deep because there
I
are
am
so many different things we could talk about.
Rah.
Oh, raw.
Oh, rah.
What the fuck? Dome. Oh, raw.
And I feel like a lot of people can connect also and relate. to-
Absolutely no. If you don't have a
Yeah.
lover, I don't know.
I love how you're like, if you don't have a lover, you're like stared into my soul. You're like, if you don't, have, a lover, if you don't got bitches, if you don't got bitches, then don't speak to us.
Well, not really that, but if you just don't have something you're attracted to, or like something that like keeps you up, like it's just so good for you to have being like, oh yeah, there's this person I really like, or oh there's it's very important.
Yeah, if you're
That's it.
asexual, kill yourself. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I'm joking.
Whoa,
I'm
so you
joking.
just
That was
called
a
out a whole
joke. That was a
demographic.
joke. That was a joke.
All right. He's clarifying it's a joke.
Yeah.
Regardless, but yeah, the days of having a crush.
If you have something to look
Aw.
forward to, I mean that's how other people should look at it. You shouldn't compare like, oh, this is how I get through my day by working out or like doing manly stuff or something. I mean, you shouldn't compare yourself to others. That will only bring yourself down even more. That is a textbook quote. That is literally a textbook quote. And I mean, for me to get myself through the day, which I do sometimes get judged, is like what is it called? Fucking jerking off my hamster. I mean
Oh, I was gonna say jerking off, and I was like, yeah, and then just the hamster. I was like, no.
oh no.
How to get through the day? Jerk off, bro.
I mean, some people say like, oh, women shouldn't be your number one motivation. I mean, that's wrong. Everyone's different.
I mean,
Everyone's different.
for me, I kind of get where it's coming from because some people will just attach themselves so much to a woman where it's like if they like can't live without it. It's like at that point, yes, you should focus on yourself a little bit, right?
You should.
Like,
What?
but
What?
oh, I thought you were saying I should, and I was like, okay. But regardless, they like in same with the gym and stuff. Thinking good about yourself makes you feel a lot better. It's not really comparing yourself. It's more of seeing who you are on the
I'm
outside.
not saying
seeing how
gym
people think.
stuff, but like
Yeah,
it's cause
and of course everyone has their own way
I-
to think of
'cause
life.
I did
and
get
how to
judged
get
by
through
a
the day.
fucking gym rat. Gym bro, whatever it's called. Bro.
Yeah.
He was like
Some of them are just kind of. It's just most of the community is kind of toxic. It's like shut the fuck up. Just go to the gym, then go home.
they're like
Like I work out like almost every day, and you know what I do? I go to the gym and then I go home because I'm not a bitch. Like don't be a dickhead.
bro call me immature for like being the way I acted. And I was like, bro, how?
Bro thinks he's God. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
just
humble
because-
this kid. I'm going to
just-
show him that I am better, and I'm going to teach him
Just
a lesson
because
because
you're
I am his
strong
dad.
and you lift weights and you go to the gym and you're jacked, it doesn't mean you're more superior than a person. Everyone's human
Yeah.
beings after all. It's not like there's like
Yeah.
superiority.
You got this.
I'm
Superiority.
superiority. I'm gonna fucking kill my English teacher.
Yeah, we sending you back to the rice fields for that one.
On God. Well, I mean, yeah, just because you do all that doesn't mean you're the strongest person in the world. Like, I'm finna train
Absolutely.
boxing just to kick your ass up, okay? Just shut the fuck up.
There you
bitch.
go.
You know.
There
who
you
are.
go. Keep the motivation so you can just fucking kill that rat.
On God. And yeah, people have different ways of getting motivated. Of course, if you're like deeply obsessed with a person and you can't live without them or can't live without the thought of like being with them or like something like that. Like for example, not being able killing yourself because I'm not. No, but yeah, like
Yeah.
it's shit like that makes it a bit odd, but also like okay, if it's you do you, okay, you do you.
Everyone has their own way of living for sure, and their own thoughts and their own way
Yeah,
of being
everyone's
like,
different.
oh, this is what gets me through the day. Of course. Like no one person's gonna know the right thing. There's no right or wrong way to live. It's just there is society and there is merit and there is there is respect and there is I forget the word, but basically what you base your life around, what you think is important, what you think isn't important, and that will greatly affect how you treat others, how you treat yourself, and real shit. The way some people live, you can just say that you are probably just a lot happier than they are
Yeah.
because it all depends on your mindset. And that gym rat that was like, "Oh, you're so immature, you're such a kid," they probably hate themselves every single day. And they're like
They
kind of
probably kick
lashing
their
out on
ass off, yeah.
you, some kid just trying to enjoy their life, being like,
Yeah, like
"Oh, I'm
I've
having fun," and this kid's like, "You're being immature, stop doing that." And then they go home and they're like, "I want to fucking die." It's like, dude, shut up.
it's I I
It makes
think
no sense to tell
yeah.
somebody how to live their life because everyone's different. Shut the fuck up.
It's cause like okay, you know how I was doing parkour, right?
Yeah.
Of course, there's haters out there. There's haters. There was one
Yeah.
hater who went in my DMs and sent a video of professional parkourers, freerunners who's been doing them for 12, 15 years. He sent a video and be like, "This is real parkour. You what you're doing is not." Bro, I've been training. I had been training for half a year. I do not compare to those who've been doing it for 12 years. Bro, shut the fuck up, dog.
That is a good way to describe that is just ask him if he was a baby. And if he's like, "Yeah, I was a baby. I was fucking born." And it was like, "Could you walk when you were 3 years old? Could you walk when you were 2, 1?" No, you fucking moron. Do you have to teach yourself how to walk? Do you have to like try to walk?
Yeah, things take
Yes,
time, yeah.
you moron. Yes, you moron. It takes like I play guitar. You know what I sound like when I was just
Yeah.
starting guitar? I sound like shit.
Bro, have you
I've
heard
been
my
playing for 4
first
years
song
now. You
ever?
know what? I can play okay now.
Have you
It's like
heard
that.
my
Oh
first
my
song?
god.
Once upon a time, I was CB187, but I'm not.
Have you heard
really.
Hayden with its first beat? It was
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah,
It was awful.
It was actually shitted, bro. It was actually shit.
Shout out to Hayden. Hayden shitted, bro. Shout
But
out to
yeah,
Hayden
in
shitted. We love that
conclusion,
man.
everybody starts somewhere.
Exactly.
Everybody starts somewhere. But yeah,
Fair
in
enough.
general,
We've been going back and forth for like topics for a while. Like we've had some like really deep like shit. It's kind of cool.
I feel like there were.
You've been talking for a while. I've kind of been like, putting a little thought in, but you've been chatting it up.
Bro,
You're a little
I'm trying.
chatterbox.
I'm really trying to talk, cause I can't. I'm really
Fair
tired.
enough.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like there were some topics that we were gonna talk about, but then got got deep into some other topics.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens.
It happens. It's a natural
So it's completely
conversation
fine.
after all.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going.
I mean, of course.
It's not like we're listing like 100 topics and we're just like, oh, so what's your favorite color or something like that. So
Yeah, it's not like we're running out of ideas.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how was your day
it's
today?
natural.
The weather's beautiful outside today, ain't it?
It's how a podcast is supposed to go. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
exactly.
yeah, I have homework. Shit. I have a homework where I'm supposed to do
Fuck all. You're doing zoning out right now.
no. I have a homework where I'm supposed to do a podcast. A 3-minute podcast, by the way. Okay. This is for English class, right? And
Okay.
when he said, since I missed a lot, I came like half the term. I arrived late. I missed a lot of classes, and I missed his
Yeah.
homework. He was like, "Oh, you have to record a podcast or just by yourself." Cause I came late, so I don't have another person to talk with. So he's like, oh, you
Sure.
do it by yourself, and you have to do a podcast. When he said podcast, I was like, okay, maybe half an hour to an hour of like recording.
Eureka!
I was like, okay, maybe a half an hour to an hour of recording, like, oh, maybe a topic that he wants me to read, to speak. And then he said 3 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? Bro, that's not a podcast. That's a voice recording. Bro,
That is a
that's
memo.
crazy. That is a memo. That is like, that's literally nothing. I can talk.
Yeah.
And he said you have to talk about what the fuck was it? I think it was like global problems or something or like
problem. Problem?
political problems. I don't know what it was, but it was something like that. And I was like,
Yeah.
I could talk about that topic for hours. Not hours. That's over exaggeration, but I can talk
For a while.
I can talk about that topic for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes is nothing. It's quite easy homework.
Yeah, I feel like that's cool that he's giving you like the option. Oh, you could do like a written example or a slideshow, or you could do like a podcast. You know, or
Yeah,
Dude,
it was
like,
like
you know.
specifically a podcast. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's just giving you ideas for, something for your project that isn't just lame and like boring and notes and shit.
Yeah. So I think we should wrap it up because I need to take a shit.
Dude, what? Okay. All right, so we're gonna end episode 1 because Dome has to go take.
It's
a shit
been an
now.
hour and almost 40 minutes, Ranj.
That's a good first episode. That's
That
good.
is
That's
that
very
is.
good.
That's why I was like,
It's just
I was like ending because my stomach really hurts and I can't
next
talk for that
time,
long.
next episode for episode 2, we're gonna be like 30 minutes in. I'm gonna be like, Dome, I have to take a piss. Bye. I should do that.
I'm fidgeting around my
but-
chair, like moving around, like bro, my intestines are like screaming for help. They're like trying to push
That's
the
why
shit
you
out.
need to shit before the pod, bro.
Bro,
Next episode, we're gonna like, welcome back to episode 2. This time, bro took a shit before the podcast.
Bro, I did not know I ate some fucking dog shit before the podcast. That's horrible.
Bro was on the floor of fucking like a Thailand street, like.
I was eating like rats off the fucking sidewalk.
That's kind of awesome though. That's kind of funny.
But
anyways, guys,
yeah.
let's give Dome some time to go to the bathroom because he's just he's a little shit stinker. So he's got to go to the bathroom. That has been
Yeah.
episode 1. Take 2, motherfucker. Take 2.
On
but
God.
episode
take
1
2,
nonetheless.
Episode 1. Yeah.
Take 2, episode 1. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have
Yeah.
been here,
On God.
first episode. If you know
Um,
us already, our socials will be in the description below for you listeners at home. Go fuck yourself. I don't know. Something mean. Don't...
Go kill yourself.
Regardless,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
episode 1, episode 2, we gonna be zoning out nonetheless.
Oh
So,
God. Please like if you like, sub if you want to sub, slay if you wanna slay.
okay.
I'm sorry.
What you say?
What you say?
That you
I
only
wanna
meant well, because of
well.
course you did. But that has been episode 1, y'all. I appreciate you for joining in. If you're new, why not subscribe? Follow us
Yeah.
on Spotify. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm kind of just trying to end it the best way I can because I'm not very good at being a
'cause you're the
host.
host, yeah.
Because I'm the host. Because you said you were gonna be tired, and then you decided, oh, I'm gonna talk the whole time.
Bro, I
So-
was just trying, man, because I'm so
I know.
tired.
I'm giving you shit. I'll talk more next episode. I'll get some
Bitch
some
ass.
cute topics in, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But anyways, peace out, fellow zoners. I don't know what our fan base is. I don't know. Episode 1.
That's horrible.
Yo, Wimo.
Shut up. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll see you guys in the
Peace
next
out.
episode. We'll see you guys next week.